Hello, 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 Pretty Girl alumni. Today I am going to be talking about a topic that I can relate to very deeply, and this isn't more of a educational video, it's more of a uplifting and motivational video. Also validating some of the experiences that us pretty girls have, especially as a black pretty girl. So I'm going to be speaking from a black pretty girl's perspective most of the time. But this is just a cautionary video to say that they will try to humble you, pretty girl, and they love doing it if it affects you the way that they want it to affect you. Um, they do this for a number of reasons, okay? They're intimidated by you. Some of them maybe wanted to be with you or be in association with you, and maybe you didn't give them the time of day because you know what type of person they are. Maybe you just aren't interested, or maybe they just haven't approached you, and this is their way of getting your attention is to humble you, is to demean you. Um, there is a very popular term on social media called negging, where it's basically men who are attracted to attractive women, but who don't feel like they're good enough, like the women are out of their league. They'll try to bully them or lower their self-esteem through like very rude actions in hopes to get their self-esteem low enough for them to give them a chance, maybe it's to sleep with them or whatever. And it's not only men who want to date you who do this, it is men who are intimidated by you, whether it's not even through a romantic prospect, but men who feel like you shouldn't be in male dominated fields, men who feel like you shouldn't be outdoing them in certain aspects. And when that happens, pretty girl, take up more space. Turn up the volume by 100. I want you to make noise. I want you to be outstanding. I want you to outdo that man so much that he can't even begin to catch up because he doesn't know how to, okay? And when people try to humble you, that is just a sign that you are doing exactly what you need to do. And let me tell you, many people have tried to demean my achievements, demean my accomplishments, demean my attributes because I am black, or because I am pretty, or because I am opinionated, or because I am good at certain things, or I'm better than them at certain things. So this just comes with the territory. And the reason why they feel like they should humble the pretty girl is because certain attributes aren't given to women, let alone pretty women. If you think of how pretty women are kind of depicted in media, in society, it's very much trophy, very much possession, very much you look cute in someone's arm. They don't want to give the pretty girl more power because society has already given the pretty girl so much power. If you think of what men have to do, what men have to achieve to get access to pretty girls, right? It's like an achievement, it's an accomplishment to have a pretty wife, a pretty girlfriend, pretty women who want you, especially if you are a man who is lacking in the looks department. Same with women. A lot of women will try to be friends with you because you get attention, because you get validation, because you are pretty, and a lot of them will be intimidated by you and they will try to humble you and they will try to very much test you. That's the best way I can put it. But this isn't just with men and friends. This can also be family members. This can also be coworkers. This can also be your partner that you are in a relationship with. A dynamic might switch, like maybe he used to be the breadwinner and he used to make all the money, and then you suddenly get a big boom in your career and you start making money. And it's fine if your partner feels a little bit insecure and he works through those insecurities, but the problem starts coming into when they try to diminish you or try to destroy you or sabotage you. Like you've heard those crazy stories where women will come online and be like, "Oh, my husband is actively trying to sabotage me. He's trying to keep me away from having money. He's trying to ruin my business, my reputation." and all of that thing. And this will happen to you as a pretty girl because as a pretty girl, you are not allowed to surpass anyone in anything else because that starts to hurt their feelings. Now it's like, oh, it's not fair that you're pretty. Now you're pretty and smart and better than me and this and this and this and this. And it hurts people's pride and hurts people's egos, right? So what they'll do is they'll try to demean you. And I've had multiple occasions of this. Drop down below in the comments if you want me to tell you the story. I have many stories, but the story I'm thinking about in particular is very funny and very intriguing. And I must say, I'm very proud of myself for the way I handled it. But yeah, I have many stories where this has happened to me, and I've thought to myself, did I say something to offend that person? Was I bragging? Did I come across too cocky? And then as I grew older and as I learned about humans and as I studied psychology, I've noticed, oh, people have a lot of insecurities and they will project that onto you and they will make you feel lesser than just to soothe their insecurities. You will find that on this channel, I will talk about human psychology a lot. I am a psychology major, and I'm very passionate about psychology because I believe that that is one of the biggest driving forces in human action. And I feel like studying and understanding psychology not only allows you to be more aware of when people play these games with you or aware of human and social dynamics, but also protects you because you're able to spot out and call out and hold people accountable for certain actions. Like, for example, you know, if someone's gaslighting you, you know exactly how they're going to bring up the gaslight and you know how to call it out. So it's a form of self-preservation and self-protection. I'm so heavy on educating yourself. Educate yourself, watch videos. You can never know too much, you know. Education and knowledge is your biggest weapon, but also applying it and knowing how to apply it is your biggest skill, right? Applying knowledge will be your biggest skill. So this is just to say that if someone's trying to humble you, my number one tip would be get away from that space, get away from those people, get away from that energy. If that is not something that you can get away from, or you don't feel the need to get away from, like it's not a family situation or a home situation where you might be, you know, facing a mental health decline or some sorts, then you can learn how to not personalize it. Number one, I always say don't personalize. Look at the person, look at their life. Like, honestly, when someone who tries to humble me isn't where I want to be, I don't care because I do not value your opinion because there's nothing that you can give me that is of value to myself. There's no advice you can give me, so why should I care about your opinion? Because I don't want to be anything like you. And that's not a jab. That's just to say we're two different people. Quite frankly, I don't think there is anyone who can tell me verbatim what I should do to make my life the way that I want it to be because only I know that. But there are some people that I can ask for solicited advice from and opinions from and feedback from. And most of the times, the people who are very quick to express feedback or opinions are not the people that you want those opinions from because they come from a very low vibrational place, a very misinformed and misconstrued place. So, pretty girl, if they try to humble you, just know that that is a projection. And actually, you can take that as a opportunity to learn more about that person. If someone's constantly criticizing you about your weight or fixated on your weight, you know that person has issues with their body, with their self-esteem, perhaps. If that person is constantly pocket watching, you know that that person is not financially stable or has limited beliefs about money. So just take that as an opportunity to learn about that person or about those groups or about those types of people. And last but definitely not least, this is my number one thing that I like to do when people try to humble me is I use that as fuel to just go harder. If you try to humble me in the gym, I will go to the gym more. I will transform my body more. I will show up and show out. If you try to humble me, let's say when I am running or when I am studying, I will get better grades. I will become valedictorian. I am very spiteful like that. And spitefulness isn't a bad emotion. It's not a bad state of being. I find that me being spiteful gets the job done, and it's momentary fuel and momentary motivation, which it's always good to have fuel and motivation when you are pursuing your goals, because sometimes routine and consistency does get stale, for lack of better terms. So pretty girl, keep going. Don't let them bring you down. And every time you feel like you're doubting yourself or you're questioning your abilities, come back to this video. Listen to this again, because yeah, as a pretty girl comes with the territory. There always, how many people who can't even do a shuffle are going online to criticize Beyonce? How many people who can't even write a verse to save their damn lives are going online to criticize Kendrick Lamar, to criticize songwriters who are nationally acclaimed, who have international hit records? So it comes with the territory. And as you see, the bigger the name, the bigger the person, the more hate. So take that as a sign that you are elevating, because the more people talk about you, that means the more eyes are on you. People don't talk about things that don't have the attention. That means you have people's attention, and that means they are paying enough attention to talk about you, to spend and dedicate time towards you. So keep going, pretty girl. And let me know what you want me to talk about. What else would you like motivation on? Like and comment. Send me a heart if you are feeling this, if you're feeling the love, if you're feeling the support. This channel is just for me to talk my SHIT and to give the pretty girls some motivation. I really want to chat. I want to have open discussions. I do want to do lives eventually. I just want to talk to you guys. I want to get to know you guys. I want to create a space essentially to find some sort of community validation support. I know a lot of people that go through these experiences and they don't have people to talk about it with because it sounds ridiculous. It sounds very childish, and people will tell you that's very childish, but it's your experience and you are feeling these emotions. They're not coming out of nowhere. Your body is reacting to certain stimuli, so it's there, it's real, and I'm just here to give that validation to you, pretty girl. Subscribe for more content like this. I'm going to be dropping a lot of videos this month because I am so passionate. And stay tuned, and I will see you next time.